Well, here we are, the last 16 of the World Cup 2026. I never wanted this to go to America. I think it's disgusting the way football sold its soul to America, and particularly to Donald Trump, and the sickening sight of Infantino giving Trump a peace prize to a man that's personally responsible for bombing and killing 175 school children makes me slightly ill. But there we are, it is what it is. You take the money, you have to take the consequences. Despite all my reservations, I must admit the competition has been enjoyable, and the stadium's absolutely amazing. My personal favourite, the Azteca in Mexico, obviously, real football stadium with fantastic history. Dallas Stadium, closed in, roof, fantastic, atmosphere amazing. And the Seattle Stadium, probably the best atmosphere of all I've seen so far. I hate the hydration breaks. I think they're an absolute joke. They changed the entire flow of the game. I just can't see it. It's an advertising ploy. I don't care what anybody says. Perhaps you could bring them in for the exceptions of when the temperature reaches a particular amount, particular heat, I don't know, 38 degrees, whatever. But I don't, it's ridiculous when sometimes they're played in air-conditioned stadiums, sometimes quite chilly. You could have a hot chocolate break rather than a hydration break, but there we are. It is what it is. I quite like the refereeing standards. They seem to have been pretty good, actually. There's been a few stupid mistakes, obviously. We're always going to get that. But the VAR seems to be more, it seems more quickly. And yeah, I think generally the refereeing's been pretty good. Some of the referees from quite obscure countries have been really good, I think. But the last 16 is where the whole competition really comes to life, and the games really mean something now, and this is where I think it gets really exciting. The quality is really starting to show through, with the exceptions obviously of a couple of the teams that have got through some creative fixtures, like USA and Canada. It's a bit of a joke there in the last 16, but hey, it is what it is. England's chances, I can't see it. The defence is poor. They've left home players that would have improved the defence no end. I mean, Maguire and Shaw and Trent would walk into this team and improve it, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, choosing Reece James, whose injury record is dreadful, and then he gets injured. What a shock, but there we are. It is what it is. Lewis Hall could have gone. He's a better player than quite a lot of the players that are there, but the manager makes his choice and then he has to, live with it, I suppose. But there we are. What can you say? I think so far the performances have been patchy. They started quite well and have gone downhill. The last game was dreadful. Thank God for Harry Kane, otherwise we'd be, I don't know where we'd be, but there we are. Bellingham's played pretty well, but the rest of the squad are quite average, I think. But the defence is what worries me most of all. As for the winners, it can only come from two teams in my book. France, I think, could put two teams out and probably get to the semis. Spain look good. They haven't really been tested yet properly, but I think Spain, France, it's going to come from one of those two. If I had to put a mortgage on it, it'd probably be France. They've always got the potential for blowing up, but I'm not sure if this group has. And they're obviously doing it for the manager. So I think in the end, we're probably looking at France winning again. They've got the best squad by a million miles. Spain have got the ability to beat them, but I still think it's going to be France without doubt. So anyway, pretty much that's it. I mean, I've enjoyed the tournament so far, and despite my reservations for where it's being held, I think it's been a good competition. A lot of people are saying it's the best ever. They've obviously not watched a lot of the past World Cups. I've been watching them since '66, and I've seen the amazing Brazilian team and Argentina at their best. And I don't see this as the best World Cup ever. In my opinion, the Brazil side in the 70s was without doubt the greatest team I ever saw internationally. But time will tell. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the 2026 World Cup so far.